Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Unfortunately, this series of vlogs of our Florida holiday last year is a bit different because all the footage that I had got wiped from the iCloud somehow. So all I've been able to save is what I had on Facebook, Instagram, for family to see, and obviously for our own memories as well. So I thought I would just do this little talk for you just to better understand and tell you what happened during our holiday to Florida last August. We flew premium economy with TUI from Bristol to Melbourne International. We had the experience of the lounge in Bristol Airport, which was great. We drove up the night before because we live in Plymouth, so we drove up the night before and stayed in the Hampton by Hilton, and the hotel was, it was fine. We did have a very early morning call at 12:15 because somebody got caught smoking in their room, so that was a bit of an experience because we did end up going back to sleep after that. So we were tired from the get-go really, but it didn't ruin anything. The flight was amazing. The food, we've never really had an issue with flight food, with plane food. We've always enjoyed it. Mainly always gone for the chicken or the beef. We've never tried the vegetarian option. The car hire that we had was a little Kia Soul. That was quite an experience. Did us proud. It never had any issues. A lot of the cars we've always had have had wheel bearing issues, but this time we didn't, and we did about just over 1,000 miles. We've actually driven to Cocoa Beach, Clearwater, driving it here and there around Florida. We drove to Sarasota and visited the Kissing Sailor. That was nice, but it's very quiet down there, so I'm not quite sure if August it's off season. But yeah, it was okay. So we had a few hotel stays. We stayed at the Hilton again in Disney Springs purely because we wanted to visit Disney Springs on our first night, and they've got a walkway bridge to Disney Springs, so we stayed there and we had a lovely evening. Some food, we went to the Pipe Pig and we had some nice food in there. Had a little walk around the shops, went into the main Disney store in there and had a good little rummage around. It's always nice, I think, to have a look in there, and then if you're in the park and you haven't seen what you wanted there, or the park sometimes may have something different, it's because we always sort of go back just towards the end of coming home if we haven't seen anything that we want, or shall I say that I want. Mainly lounge fly bags. We just go back to Disney Springs and I'll go in that store and bring it home with me. We then had a one night stay in the Polynesian. We had theme park view and it was absolutely stunning. The resort, what we did see, and the room itself is our favourite resort. Sitting on the balcony in the morning and the views we had, we saw the sunrise, and it was beautiful, going from the oranges to the pinks and the blues. It was absolutely stunning. So we definitely have to stay there again, and take in more of the resort as well, because it was, like I said, what we did see was really nice. We had the night we stayed there, we had the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, so that was our sort of trip to Magic Kingdom. Would I do it again? Probably not, but I can't speak for everybody else and whatever other times people go, but our experience, it rained. We got there and it was lovely and sunny as you would expect, and then as you expect it's the thunderstorms, but it was an absolute shower of torrential rain, thunder. We went to the Jungle Cruise, and when we came off we were stuck underneath the umbrellas because it was absolutely gushing down, and the big thunderbolt went off beside the access where the cast members come in and out, so the girls in there that must have been hiding was screaming, so they came running out. We ended up legging it, going into a shop until it eased off a bit. Started walking to the trick-or-treat stations, so it was about 8 o'clock in the evening. But the one we went to wasn't being manned. Cast members was walking around, but they weren't actually giving out any of the sweets, but they didn't actually tell us why either. We sort of just ended up, once we'd waited for 45 minutes and nobody was showing, we went to the next one across the road. And they said it's because they're indoors, they were able to do it, but if you're outside, you have to wait for permission to start giving out sweets, just in case there was an unexpected another lightning bolt, which is understandable, but it would have been nice just to have been told, you know, keep us in the loop. So we watched the parade, and then we headed our way back on the ferry back to the Poly, where the fireworks started a little bit earlier than should have, so we didn't end up watching it on our balcony like we planned. We ended up watching it on the ferry on the way back through, and again, it's a lovely show that we've seen. We had the Pop Century for a couple of nights. I had bought 2-day park hopper tickets because we wanted to do Hollywood Studios. Lee wanted to experience Galaxy Edge. So we did Hollywood Studios, and then we did Epcot in the evening. Again, we've been before, and I didn't enjoy Epcot, but that's because we was there at rope drop and none of the showcase was open, because they don't open till 11-12 o'clock, so we was there really early, nothing was open, so it was sort of like, okay, this is a bit rubbish. But it wasn't until learning that it's mainly of an afternoon evening, sort of like drinking around the world and eating and trying all the different foods, that's what we did, and we really enjoyed it, so I'm glad we did that. And I'm looking forward to doing it again. And then we did Animal Kingdom the following morning, before leaving to go to Staybridge Inn and Suites by SeaWorld. The hotel itself was nice. The breakfast in the mornings was all you can eat, help yourself buffet. That was nice. The pool was small, but it was nice. It was right opposite SeaWorld, so you got to see all the roller coasters going around when you was chilling out by the pool. But the room itself had all the amenities that you would need. It had the cooker, it had a proper fridge freezer tower, it had the kettle and the toasters, it had all the crockery and cutlery, glassware, dishwasher, but the aircon unit in our room stank, so we had to get maintenance man in to sort that out, and unfortunately he didn't sort that out, he made it worse. He said it was stagnant water and he got rid of it, but it stank, and even Lee could smell it in the end, so we asked to change rooms. But unfortunately I left my Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party goodie bag in the cupboard, and although I requested it within 20 minutes of leaving the room, we didn't get that back, so I was quite disappointed, so we only managed to save one bag and none of the sweets. Then we went to the Royal Pacific Resort. We had our Universal side of the stay. That was nice. We had one night in there. It took advantage, of course, of the express passes, and we noticed that the queues people make in the morning, they do direct you straight to Hagrid's. That you couldn't go left to go to the Hulk, that was closed off, so you had to go around that way. And everybody was sort of like stopping and queuing, and we walked around and we had Diagon Alley all to ourselves, which was quite nice, so not going to complain about that. And we had some lovely photo opportunities with no one in the background. And then we had, well, Hagrid's brilliant, roller coaster brilliant, absolutely love it. We do love Gringotts. I do get motion sickness on Spider-Man, and all like the indoor, what I call theatre rides, so I am going to try and get some anti-sickness tablets, so if anybody knows a name of one, then drop a comment below, I really appreciate that. And then we had the Aventura. We had the remaining of our holiday at the Aventura. One of our favourite Universal hotels. I have to admit, I do prefer that over Royal Pacific. Don't know why. I was a bit anxious because of the coaches. We used the ferries before when we stayed at Royal Pacific, but there was a bus outside waiting for you when you left, and there was a bus there waiting for you at the park when he was ready to come back. We never seemed to hang around outside waiting for a bus. We were there for 5 nights, so not a case of we were doing something right, it was a case of that was how it was, so I'm quite happy about that. We visited Sarasota. We drove down to there, had a little look around because we did drive through in 2018 on our way to Miami, and we liked the look and feel of the place, but when we went back it was very quiet, so again, like I said before, we're not quite sure if it was off-peak season or something there, but there was nobody around. It was a ghost town, there was no restaurants open, so we ended up leaving there early and making our way back. Cocoa Beach, we've been Cocoa Beach before, one of our favourites, I have to say. Beautiful drive out there to walk along the pier, the food's amazing, the beach is soft, we always sit down and have a little bit of a break and sitting on the beach. When we went before, the kids was playing in the sand, so that was nice. And then we have done Clearwater this holiday, we didn't do that before. We did Busch Gardens, we did SeaWorld. All in all, our trip was absolutely fantastic, and if you do have any questions, then please feel free to pop a comment down below. I have got all our receipts, so if there's anything that you see that you think, well, actually I like the look of that, where was that to, or how much was that, quite happily tell you. And yeah, I am sorry this isn't how the vlog was what I wanted to do, but unfortunately still everything got deleted that I have. So hopefully you have stayed around and will continue to watch it, and if you do like, then please just give me a thumbs up, and also do subscribe because we are going back in February next year and staying at the Dockside Inn Suites for 5 nights. We do have the 2-bedroom suite, so I will be doing a little view of the tour of the room and also the resort itself. And in November next year, Lee and I are also returning, staying at the Aventura again, although I may change to a few nights at the Portofino Hotel and the remaining at the remaining at the Aventura. And then we do have 5 nights at the Coronado Springs Resort, which we took advantage of the Disney offer recently released, where we have the food and merch credits and also the Disney gift card, along with Memory Maker and the tickets. So we'll be having a few days there before I return home. So thank you for watching, and hopefully you have hung around and haven't hit the off button yet. But yeah, so thank you. Please do give me the big thumbs up if you have enjoyed watching the vlogs, and also if you would like to subscribe for information on when the next year's vlogs in February and again in November are up. That will notify you. And also we are off to Italy next week for 2 weeks. We are going to be touring on Lee's touring bike. He's riding down, I'm flying down, and then I'll be doing the rest of the tour with him down to the Amalfi Coast. We'll be doing Pompeii, we'll be doing the Herculaneum, we'll actually be climbing the volcano, not the mountain, it's a volcano. Also into Rome and Pisa, Florence, then down to Nice, to Monaco, Saint-Tropez, back up to Roscoff. We do have a 360 camera, we do have a drone and a vlogging camera, so there'll be plenty of photos and videos to be captured, memories to be made. That is why we do it after all. And then again, we get to share our experience with you. So until then, I hope you have a good weekend, holiday coming up, have fun and make lots of memories. But until then, I'll see you soon. Bye. See you on the other side, suitcases. Bye.
That's all. I hope you enjoy another flight.
Beef and red wine sauce with vegetables, followed by crackers and cheese with pita bread, hummus and rice. Afternoon snack, crisps and Baileys with ice, followed by sandwiches and an afternoon tea. First off the plane.
So we're going to go through baggage first, and then customs after.
Thank you.
Back, bitches, we're back. You've entered the car park for your destination. Arrived.
Sorry about the Hilton. Wardrobes. Nice to the point, walking wardrobe.
Tonight, dramatic new details on the mid-flight meltdown that ended Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's marriage. What the FBI report reveals, that Anne H. and the just released 911 call.
Don't film.
I'm filming, but it's 10 minutes ago.
Just have to dub over the top of it.
I'm gonna do that anyway.
chocolates.
Someone's in the chocolates already. Thinking with this fairly.
Gonna be good.
Oh, we got hey hey. We got hey hey.
Oh.
Oh, this is all nice. Updated. Beautiful view from our room. How stunning is this today? And it's so warm. It's our boat. And there's a Desmond Castle behind. Amazing beach. Contemporary resort. There's the castle. Grand Floridian. And then we've got the wedding pavilion. Just on the way to put the goodie bag and we can possibly start trick-or-treating. How exciting!
You're right.
What do you want to do? Step. You want to pop off?
Not about these times.
Yes, straight down that way to the bag.
Oh, straight down there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're all good. You want a picture out there, Bella?
Now, do I make myself clear?
Okay, well, cool kid. Just take some pictures quickly. Come on, guys. Me.